Hey guys, it's me, Papogan. I'm back. Today I wanted to sort of bring you guys a character farming guide if you're a new player, and I wanted to talk about 3 teams I think are very smart to build up if you're just getting into the game. So there's a lot of characters, a lot of different ways to farm characters, and I sort of wanted to just go through the 3 teams I thought were the most important, I think, to set as a core for your roster to then build off of. I think there's definitely a lot of characters in the game that are good to farm. Shield's helpful because you want to get Iron Man at some point. Kree's helpful because you want to unlock Nick Fury at some point, but I personally don't think those teams are the best to farm. Instead, the 3 teams I think you should farm are Guardians of the Galaxy, Defenders, and then I think you should farm the Sinister Six. So before I get into these characters and talk about how to farm them and where to find them, you're going to be finding a lot of these characters in the Blitz store. I just first off want to talk about how to get characters in the Blitz store. So you're going to earn these Blitz credits by participating in Blitz, and then you can buy characters manually in the store, right here with 500 credits, or you can open up an orb right here for 350 credits. If you're not farming any specific character, this goes for any store. Same idea for the raid store right here. If you're not farming anyone specific, even if you don't need anyone specific, technically right now I'm farming Mysterio, but I'm still opening up the raid orb instead of actually just buying his shards straight out. If you don't need the character immediately, you've already unlocked them, and at this point you're just trying to increase their star rank. It's not like you're close to getting them to a star rank for an event and you just need to get their last couple shards guaranteed. So you're just right now you have the character unlocked and you're just leveling them up casually. Always buy the orbs. It's a better value. If we go to the Blitz store for 350 credits right here, you'd get 5 character shards as opposed to 5 character shards for 500 credits. So it's just a better value. So again, when you're first getting these characters, I tell you to farm. I'd spend the direct credits to unlock them, and then say, for example, Sinister Six, I'm telling you to farm them because I think you'd want them to unlock certain legendary characters, and to unlock those legendary characters, you need them at 5 stars. So say the event's coming around again, and you have the character at like 4 stars, and you're only like 20 shards off from the 5th star, then I'd buy some of their shards directly just to guarantee you can use them in the event. But otherwise, once you unlock them, I just open up these orbs randomly, and then you'll get some characters from that. You'll get a lot of credits. It's just a better long-term value. But anyways, I want to get that out of the way before I start talking about these teams. So first off, I already have the Guardians of the Galaxy team pulled off. So Star-Lord, a legendary event. You need Guardians or Ravager characters to unlock him. He's probably one of the easiest legendary events to do right now, because you get a ton of them. Yondu counts. Yondu's not a horrible starting character, and you'll get a lot of his shards. Rocket Raccoon, he's a raid store character, so he's somebody you can get out of that raid orb. He's somebody you will get eventually out of raid orbs. He's I believe 100 shard unlock, so I wouldn't necessarily buy his shards directly because that's going to take a long time. I just keep on opening up orbs, and eventually you unlock Rocket Raccoon. But Gamora's farmable. She is in the Blitz store along with Mantis, so you can get both of these characters directly through there. So I'd unlock Gamora and Mantis ASAP because they're great teams. They'll help you out in the Hero and the Nexus campaign, and then that's sort of a nice core to the Guardians team. And then Groot is actually available in Nexus 2-9, as you can see right here, and so there you'll be able to get there relatively easily too. Nexus 2-9 is nothing crazy. You'll be able to handle that, especially once you farm up these teams I tell you about. So there you go, you'll have Gamora, Mantis, and Groot very easily. And then Drax is an arena store, so you can get him for 500 arena credits, so you'll be able to unlock 4 of the Guardians characters pretty easily. And then Rocket Raccoon you'll get eventually, and then Yondu you'll be able to get pretty quickly in the game and pretty easily. So you could build a team with Yondu, Gamora, Groot, Drax, and Mantis, and then you could farm up that team to unlock Star-Lord. And then once you get Star-Lord, then the Guardians team really comes together. So that's why I advise the Guardians. They're an excellent heroes team. Next up, AIM is a nice team to farm. You can get a lot of them. They're relatively accessible, but I don't consider them the most versatile team in the game. And since they don't unlock a legendary character, I wouldn't consider them a team you want to go for first. Next up, you have the Defenders. Now, Punisher is not included with them here because he does not technically count as a defender. So we'll go to Punisher right after we talk about all these characters. But this is another very easy team to farm up. Punisher, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones are all campaign nodes. So you'll be able to unlock them just by playing through the campaign. You'll eventually get to a node where you can farm their shards. None of them are too crazy in the campaign. You know, here you have Villains 2-9 for Jessica Jones. For Iron Fist, he is available at Nexus 1-9, so another easy farm there. And we'll talk about Punisher once we get to him. Daredevil is in the Arena store, so again, similar to Drax, pretty easy to farm. Luke Cage is in the Blitz store, so another pretty easy to farm character. But let's go over to Punisher and we'll take a look at what specific node Punisher is on. Punisher is on Heroes 1-6, so super early node, and you'll be able to unlock Punisher really quickly. And then the final team I think you should unlock are the Sinister Six. So to unlock Shuri in the game, who is a legendary character, you need Spider-Verse characters. So let's take a look at the Spider-Verse tab. So you notice all these characters right here who are Spider-Verse. Well, interestingly enough, if you also go to Sinister Six, which conveniently also begins with an S like Spider-Verse, Sinister Six characters are needed to unlock Invisible Woman. So if you farm up these 5 Sinister Six characters, you will have a very good villains campaign team, and you will get 2 legendary event characters once you get them up to 5 stars. So these are a great team to farm out. Shuri and Invisible Woman are harder legendary events. As you can see, I'm still working on farming out these characters to unlock them. So, you know, there's certain tiers like Star-Lord, Iron Man, Nick Fury, considered relatively easy legendary characters to get nowadays. But Invisible Woman, Shuri, Phoenix, those kind of characters, Black Bolt are still very hard characters to unlock. So this is a very helpful team to farm to get you started, and not to mention they're a very easy team to farm. Green Goblin is available at Nexus 5-6, so he's going to be a tiny bit later in the campaign, but you'll still be able to get there relatively easy, especially if you build out the Defenders and other teams like that, so don't worry too much about reaching that node. Rhino is in the Blitz store, so he's going to be an easy farm for you as well. Vulture is in the Arena store, and then Shocker is another campaign node, and he is going to be available at Cosmic 1-9. So again, not too bad of a campaign node to farm out. Campaign's generally pretty easy. It gets a little harder once you get to those later campaign chapters, but all these characters' campaign nodes are going to be pretty easy to get to within, you know, probably within the first month or so. And Mysterio is the only hard farm here. He's similar to Rocket Raccoon, 3-star unlock, only available in the raid store. So he's going to be a little painful to farm out, but even without him, you'll still have a pretty good team of 4 characters. Not to mention, the Sinister Six is sort of built to take down the Defenders. So that's a pretty common team you'll be seeing in Arena or Blitzes or Alliance Wars very early on in the game. So it'll be a nice team to sort of act as a counter against the Defenders. So I hope with this quick guide here today, I sort of help you guys figure out who you want to farm first. You know, there's a lot of characters in the game. It's sometimes a little hard to figure out where to go, but I think with those 3 teams, you'll be able to sort of get through a lot of the core content in the game, and then you'll be able to expand out into other teams. So I hope this guide has helped you all out, and you can all have a happy and healthy day. But at the end of the day, what do I really know? I am only an 18-year-old. Have a nice day, guys.